This video should be the second video in the playlist on expanding and factoring, and in this video I'm going to be introducing expanding. And so expanding is just taking an expression like this and writing it in simpler terms. And so if we go back to the allusion to a rectangle that I made in the previous video with sides x plus 1 of length and x plus 2 of length with a square of dimension x, and so it would look something like this. Then we went through and we said we'd have area x squared, 2x, x, and 2, and therefore we could add all of these together to get a total area for the square of x squared plus 3x plus 2. The question is, how do we do that without drawing a square? So I'm just going to copy the expression back down here. Notice that on our diagram here, each term in the first expression is multiplied by every single term in the second expression. So in x plus 1, the x and the 1 are multiplied by every single term in the second expression, in this case just x and 2. So what we're going to do is we're going to start and methodically just go through this expression until every term in the first expression is multiplied by every term in the second expression. So we're going to start with the first term in the first expression and multiply it by the first term in the second expression. So it's going to be x squared, and then we're going to continue and multiply x by 2, so plus 2x. So now the first number has been multiplied by every term in the second expression, so now we just need to do the second number, and so 1 times x is x, and 1 times 2 is 2, and that gives x squared plus 3x plus 2. That method will work for any two expressions that you're multiplying together. But there is an acronym called F.O.I.L that works in a situation like this when we only have two terms in each expression. And so F.O.I.L stands for first, outer, inner, last. And what that's saying is take the first numbers and multiply them together, then take the outer numbers and multiply them together, then take the inner numbers and multiply them together, and then take the last numbers of each expression and multiply them together. And that's the exact same thing we did up here, just there's an acronym used to describe it to help you remember it. So that is how to use F.O.I.L to expand, and in the next video I will give you a couple of example problems that you can try, and then I'll work through them, and then we'll move on to factoring.